What's up, guys? Welcome to another week of Beyond the Gym Floor. Today, full Inside Sports. We are unpacking both the STC Fit and the STC Learn marketing campaigns. Exactly what we're doing for a 4-week block to launch our lead magnets, what we're doing with social media, our email strategy, our YouTube strategy, our podcast strategy, how you could apply it to yourself no matter where you are in your business right now. Enjoy the episode. Don't forget, though, we do have our Why You're Not Making 10K Months and How to Fix It workshop. 12th of March, I'm reasonably sure. The link will be in the show notes. It's also on the website. You can go register. It's a free workshop that'll show you how to take your business to the next level to get to those 10K months. So go check that out. If you want to skip the free workshop and just check out our Standout PT program, our premium 26-week program delivering you 10K months in 26 weeks. Hands-on, working one-on-one with your mentors. Hit the Standout PT link on the website and we'll give you all the information. You book a discovery call and get an hour with me to unpack where your business is at and just see if we can actually help. For now, just hit like, hit share, subscribe to the channel, do all the things. Really helps with the number of people that see this every week. We can see a correlation of when the following grows, that the views go up. So appreciate you all. Have a great week. Enjoy the episode. We'll speak soon.
Is that the first time you've worn those?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look, it's got like new shoe vibe.
For the camera.
New shoe vibe.
I'm not,
It's got like a metallic finish to it.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Kept forgetting what they look like because I've only opened the box like 3
Glisten
times.
in the sun.
It's nice. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
New wheels for the people who are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, yes. Shoes.
New orange and white kicks. Went with the white laces. Had the option for black. Chose not to.
Nah, white's better.
I agree. Because then it's like, I feel like you would have to have black on the outfit.
We could wear black. You could do the black, but white's better. White's just...
Yeah. I wore him for...
Safe.
I wore him for my gym boyfriend, Jacob, who isn't here.
Yeah, our guest. Hi, Jacob.
What's up, bro?
Nice to meet you, bro. Man, a few words, eh?
Fucking...
No worries.
Get 10 minutes from my house, get the phone call. Bro,
Yeah.
car won't start. Fuck.
Yeah.
So he might be on fit. We'll see.
If not, we'll put it together a couple of bang episodes.
And we'll figure it out. I'm just fucking definitely not writing in my notes in my phone while I was driving. Cause
you were talking to Siri, and
Siri wrote my notes for me. We got a good episode.
Yeah.
Just had no banter planned. So I need your help.
Yeah.
What's current day events? Because I don't fucking know.
Current day events.
Do you know? So my activity of my current day events is every time. So the gym has the news on, like Good Life used to. It's like 7 made on 1, and then news on 2.
Yeah.
And anytime I see anything about like the economic state, I like read the subtitles.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And you just make up your mind about the economy.
I don't look at. Well, I'm just like every time it's like
one bold text.
Cost of living is relief or something like that, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Next month.
Business
maybe.
good.
Every time I look at it, it makes me angry because it's like
it's coming.
Yeah. You look at it and it's like, yeah, inflation's at X.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, sweet. Well, it's just a no-brainer that. The interest rate, and it's like, they're going to get together in a month's time, and then they'll consider it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so I got another fucking 4 weeks of this shit. Yeah. Fucking an interest rate of like 6% or whatever the fuck it is. It's like, cool, bro.
I saw a headline this week that, like, more Melbourne dropped, housing prices were dropping like 20K in a month or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The headline was obviously like, the start of the housing collapse has begun. Like, yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Pretty sure it's not, but
yeah. Pretty sure it would have happened by now.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, everyone that's paid like overs on their mortgage for the last 12 months because you're just being reamed with interest rates, now your house isn't worth as much.
Yeah.
Imagine? Fuck. Rough.
Yeah.
But I don't think that'll happen. Because I'm very, obviously clearly
it would
very
surely
skilled.
be a supply thing, though. Because a lot of people would have put their houses up, their investment properties up for sale, especially in Victoria.
Yeah, just stretched.
Yeah, well, stretched and like you'll pay land tax now to pay off all the government's bad decisions.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you strictly, like it says on the notice, like this is like a payment for like the COVID bullshit or whatever.
Wow.
So if you have an extra property, it's like, let's get them.
Fuck you for doing well.
Let's go to the guys. The ones in the middle have cash.
So wild.
The ones in the middle that have enough cash.
Yeah.
Is anyone scared of spiders?
No.
Oh,
We got a pet.
One right there.
Where?
He's like crawling across the top of the roof there.
Awesome.
He's a little guy. He looks like a.
We've got good spiders around here. The medium-sized ones that get bugs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I killed my first redback at my house the other day.
Oof.
Yeah, I feel like they're not as bad as like they're not as evil as like they once proposed. Or
They don't attack you.
Yeah, but like if
Yeah.
it bites you, it can't kill you and shit. Can it?
Only if you left it, and if you're a small human,
Yeah, okay.
or if you're a large human, and you
Look
left
that
it
up,
alone,
Tim.
maybe.
Look up how evil. I mean, I killed it. But,
yeah.
But someone told me I had to,
Mm.
and I was like, really? It's like
Yeah.
so tiny.
And that's pretty.
Oh, what if it bit Maverick?
It's not
Yeah.
ideal. Not ideal.
Yeah, he got stung by a bee when he was a baby.
Yeah.
I found it in his coat because it's so
Ooh.
fluffy, but
Yeah.
like nothing happened to him.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Of course not.
Like
Big
at
dog.
all.
Big
No, but
dog.
he was
but still big dog.
this big, you know.
Still the big dog.
Extremely rare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it just hurts. Yeah, it's kind of like
Hurts or makes you sick?
Sometimes both.
Yeah.
yeah. Isn't that funny? It's so small.
Went to the zoo on the weekend. We did the reptile thing.
Yeah.
This fucking... So I tiger snakes, right?
How many times have you been to the zoo lately?
All the time.
Yeah,
We have
that's
membership.
that's the thing. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like you let him stare at the animals. He doesn't know he's already like seen them a week
Bro,
ago.
he
yeah.
looks at the plants. Doesn't give a fuck about that.
Oh, so that's even better because when he pays attention to the animals, it's like a new place.
Every time we go, it's totally new for him.
That's cool.
Because it's like, I could see the fence. And like, so this time, this big fucking silverback, like the size of the chair, like walked across right in front of us. And he saw it. And he was like, oh, and pointed. I was like, okay.
Yeah, paying attention
We're
now.
getting some shit now. Because we're fucking, a few weeks ago, there was a tiger, like, me, behind the glass, obviously, but me and Tam away eating. And, like, you never see the tigers.
Yeah,
Never. They're
Yeah,
always
it's just-
fucking
yeah, annoyed.
down the back somewhere.
Yeah, just being salty about being in a cage.
Correct. And so he was, pulling this fucking piece of meat apart. And I was like, if he cries, you need, like, Amy, you need
Yeah,
to take him.
I'm
Like,
watching.
this is my moment.
Yeah, yeah,
And he didn't give a fuck.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, there's some grass there. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, cool. Look at that.
Yeah, there's cats at my house too. I don't know.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, the neighbour's cats like come in our house.
Mm.
I don't even know what I was going to say about the zoo.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
the reptiles, man. The tiger snake. So always like growing up in the country, spent a lot of time BMX riding in the bush.
I was gonna say,
jumps.
I want to find a tiger snake. Let's go for a walk.
Bro,
They're fucking everywhere.
they're fucking terrifying.
Yeah, and they're disgusting.
Mm.
I'm one of those people that hates snakes.
Yeah, well,
Just from the
kind of built into the DNA.
yeah, that's what it's like. The texture of them, the look of them, they're disgusting.
So this tiger snake's in the fucking thing.
Mm.
Just like slowly crawled its way, staring at us to the glass.
Yeah, they're
Head
angry.
up against the
they're
glass.
angry fuckers too.
Yeah, man, they'll chase you.
Yeah, them and the Browns. They'll
Yeah,
get you.
Brown's like, yeah. If you like go too close to a brown,
Yeah.
it'll fuck you up.
And it's fast too, bro.
Yeah. But tiger snake will chase you.
Yeah,
They're arseholes.
yeah,
Yeah, I think the red belly black's actually worse than all of them.
yeah. But don't they
care.
kill? Don't they punch on with the?
Yeah, fuck everything up.
Yeah, so they punch on with the Browns and the
Yeah.
because we were talking about snakes the other day because my mate, Steph's friend, they found a snake in like her kid's like toy car.
Yeah.
It was just wrapped up inside it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so did the right thing. Like it was great. 6 years old. She got her brother, got the dog, put him inside.
Yeah, wow.
Like went and got granddad,
yeah.
and then but now like the
Lives
snakes,
in an area with snakes like that.
yeah, like
feels
right
that.
on the back of like the river.
Yeah.
But now it's like I'm never going in that car again.
Yeah.
Like, that toy's dead to me.
Yeah, put it in the bin.
Yeah, but we're talking about how there's like red bellies and whatever, and yeah, they were saying like you're not supposed to like get rid of them
Yeah.
because they're not angry. Like they'll bite you if you're on them,
Yeah, if you step
but
on
they won't chase you.
Yeah.
But they'll punch on with the
Yeah,
with
they get rid of the rest.
Browns and the
Yeah.
and the Isn't that crazy how all that works? Yeah, it's like that Simpsons episode where they bring all the snakes in, and then they have to bring the gorillas in, and then the winter kill the gorillas.
Yeah.
It's like the circle of life, right? They're disgusting looking as well.
The
red bellies.
I love them. So if there's a snake that I'm like is cool, that's
It's
it.
like satin black.
That's better.
And the
Red belly. Awesome.
No.
Yeah.
Because I've seen one in real life. They're disgusting.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, like
I've seen a shovel. I mean,
Snake.
maybe I saw a shovel go through.
yeah, snake training was like snake awareness is obviously huge.
Yeah.
So you like learned how to do the bandage and not like first aid, just like put something on your leg so
Yeah,
it's
don't-
throwing you off.
yeah.
Like actual fucking here's how to immobilize, and then this one you do, this one you don't.
Don't
Like,
clean the wound, all that shit.
all that shit. Yeah. And then they would have them, like the snake trainer would pull them out of the Hessian bag and shit.
Well, you'll make a tourniquet, yeah? You get a stick and a thing.
Yeah. I think, and you go down. So you start at the top of the leg.
Yeah, you got to cut the supply off so it doesn't
down,
go to the heart.
And then immobilize the leg.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then don't wipe the wound so that they can work out what antivenom. I think they have a universal antivenom.
They do now. Yeah.
Just
so
get it in there.
my because I'm actually not this color. My tan sponsor, Sky from Aura Tan, go check him out. I'm a Fitfluencer now. Her daughter, 9 years old, got bitten by a red belly black like last week.
Oh really?
At the hospital and shit.
Fuckers.
Yeah, it turned out to be dry, but
yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, terrifying.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
No. Not a second of it.
Yeah, me either. I couldn't really care less. Like NFL, I'm kind of touch and go at the moment. Our team's real shit. So apparently we just hired another coach. I don't know how many head coaches you can have in a season.
Yeah.
But then
Mahomes win again.
Nah, they got flogged, man.
Yeah,
he had one of the worst games of his career, man.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I actually felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Like, when someone plays that bad, you're like,
I saw his dad trying to fight someone.
He got sacked like 5 times, bro.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's not his fault.
And he threw like 2 or 3 intercepted passes. Like, he didn't have a good day.
Blame the offensive line.
Well,
it's not Pat's fault.
Yeah,
we love Pat.
It was the blitz, isn't that what they call it?
Well, yeah,
the Eagles. They just blitzed them. Yeah, I mean, it was good to see. No one wants to see the team that always win. Unless
I saw a
I
lot of references to Collingwood.
Yeah, it's like ABC, anything but the Chiefs or whatever.
That's
saying. I was like, dynasties are kind of cool. I was trying not to get carried away, but
I'm about it.
I'm also like, I like an underdog story. I like the Eagles, like they, I like the team that hasn't won in a little bit. Yeah, everyone wants to see them win outside of the Chief. Supporters,
Yeah, I don't know. I like seeing. I'm torn on that one because I like seeing history.
Yeah, but nobody likes to watch the same people win again and again. No one likes seeing.
No, I get it.
No one likes seeing Lewis Hamilton win all the time. No one likes seeing Michael Schumacher.
I didn't like seeing.
No one likes seeing the Patriots win all the time.
I really liked watching Michael win, and I really liked watching Max win. Just didn't like watching Lewis win.
Yeah, everyone gets sick of the team that wins all the time.
Yeah, I just like seeing people that are the best at what they do being the best at what they do.
It's hard to stay at the top, right?
Yeah, so that doesn't bother me. Like that, just absolute devastation of people. Like, this person's just so much better than everyone else. I don't mind that.
I reckon the organisations would be like, yeah, stop this.
True. NFL.
From an organisation perspective, it's not good.
Yeah.
No organisation wants dynasty. Because unless it's like an LA market or a New York market.
Yeah.
Like NBA, like if the Knicks were like, if they were good, they would just be licking their lips, man. It's like the biggest market in the NBA.
Yeah.
You don't follow NBA either. See, I can't talk to you about anything.
Really?
We're the biggest trades in history, bro. Luka Doncic. Yeah, man. That's like, couldn't believe it because I actually.
That's so big, I knew about it.
No way. So I've been a Staples Center, so I can call myself an actual Lakers fan.
Yeah.
And me and the mate.
My son has a Lakers shirt.
Me and the boys are just like, is this real life? Like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, our team's not good, but,
Is he like really out of shape?
No. That's why I was looking at him. I'm like, I'm a personal trainer. So I was like, he doesn't look like fat. He just looks like a dude who doesn't work out.
Yeah, okay.
Like, he just looks like a guy that doesn't lift weights.
Oh, is there reports that he is?
They were saying...
I just saw a photo of him. It was like, you don't look like you're a $100 million athlete. You know what I mean?
There was like, that's one of the rumors of why they got rid of him. Because they, like in the NBA, if like the longer you stay with a team, the more money your contract's worth.
Yeah.
So he's going to be able to sign this like super max contract.
Yeah.
And if it's with the team that you got drafted for, it's even more. It's like $350 million or some shit.
Still comes out of salary cap?
I think there's like,
special.
There's so many like, kind of parameters for that shit. So anyway, they were obviously like, we're not sure about this dude.
Yeah.
To offer him like the biggest contract in history.
Yeah.
Right, it will be. So they moved him. And then, it was like, he doesn't look after his body. He doesn't do this. So I don't know. Like, he didn't look out of shape to me because I'm like, is this a bodybuilding show? Or like, because he just looks like a guy who like, is good at basketball. Like, when you look at a basketball, like they don't have a body. Like if I look at a basketball, like, because they all come in all shapes and sizes. Like Kevin Durant's like real skinny.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like fucking one of the greatest scorers ever. And then you've got like Shaq, who's just like this big
monster.
There was no one who's like just really jacked. I mean, Karl Malone was pretty jacked, but
LeBron looks pretty jacked in a jersey.
Yeah, but maybe like moving to LA, like LeBron can teach Luka how to look after, because he spends like millions of dollars on his body.
Yeah.
LeBron does.
Yeah.
You know, so
As you would.
well, you sign a $45 million contract.
You're going to spend at
You
least
spend
some of that on
a couple of
your body.
million. Spend a couple of million looking after yourself.
You hope.
It's pretty good math.
You hope.
Yeah. Well, he's 40 years old, man. He's still like killing it.
Yeah.
Like he hit like 40 points the other night.
Fuck.
It's like, yeah. He's like, I think he's like the second player ever to like score 40 points, like
Over 40.
like 18 years old and
Yeah.
40 or some shit. Or maybe he's the only player.
Jesus.
I don't know, some crazy stat because it's like 18 and 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How's your Ferrari excitement going? You
I haven't
okay?
watched anything yet. Haven't watched much yet.
Because they topped the time.
Oh yeah, well I watched that, but that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get, I always get a bit too disappointed. So I'm just gonna go with a real level head this season.
So have you gone full Lewis or are you Ferrari?
Lewis is my favorite over Charles. Like he's just
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's too much of a little bitch.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say like turn one Australia. They qualify first and second. They're going into turn one. Who you want coming out first?
Oh
It's Lewis.
yeah. Well, look, I don't really. You know what? From that perspective, I don't really care. But just like the people, I'm like Charles is just too nice. Like, I need someone who's got a little bit of flair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I got a lot of respect for Lewis after he took after the championship got taken from him. Before I disliked him a lot.
Yeah.
But to just have that happen and just zip it,
Just eat it. Yeah.
and and like he was gonna be the greatest ever. So he could have sucked about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I hope he does well. Be good for the sport if he does well.
Yeah, I really hope Ferrari are good this year.
Yeah.
They weren't bad last year,
Yeah.
but it's just like they weren't good enough.
If they look as good as they look, and it's Lewis Max again, I'm so excited for that.
Either way, I can't wait for the F1, man.
Mm.
I've got so much stuff coming up. I was at dinner last night, and
We have
Steph's
so
like,
many podcasts we've got to record.
yeah, Steph's like, you got to go to Tasmania next week, and I was like, what? She's like, yeah, and I was like, no way. I'm like, that's at the end of February. She's like, it is the end of February.
Fuck.
And I was like, fucking hell, man. Like, that's why I messaged last time. It's like, I booked this like 2 months ago.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's because it's a boys' trip. Like,
Yeah.
if it was a trip with Steph. Yeah, I'm going away with my brothers and my dad.
Yeah.
So we got that. That was his present.
Yeah.
Lads' weekend.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, going to Tassie. I've never been to Tassie before.
Me either.
Yeah.
On the list.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're going to do. But
Little New Zealand. Drink whiskey.
yeah, we're going to the, what are they called?
You flying?
Yeah. Fucking not catching a boat.
Yeah. Can't take a car then.
No,
Like, what do you go to Tasmania for? It's like whiskey and roads.
Yeah, well, we're not going to, we're going to drink and drive. So it's either or.
Well, you get whiskey when you stop driving and then
Yeah. But no,
just have enough time.
but no. Need any more, mate? I got heaps of banter. Just keep
No, we're good.
Just keep
I
squeezing.
feel like we're good.
Just keep
The
squeezing.
Learn audience is not used to it.
No, you can keep squeezing.
If you listen to the Fit episodes as well, you'll understand that this can go deep.
Yeah.
But we'll
full
pull
of
it up. So I thought, with my 48 minutes of notice,
Improvisation skills.
48 minutes of notice, that I had to come up with the podcast topic for today, because I was very prepared for Jacob. He owns a supplement store. I was really excited to unpack how that all comes about. It was pretty wild. But instead, I kind of cheat code, because we're just going to talk about what we're doing. Just unpack our exact marketing strategy for the next. We've just kind of made one, and I know you're really excited about it.
I am.
So
because it's going to slap.
we can talk about that, and then we can talk about, and everyone will copy it and try and release it before we do. But we've got a 2-week delay, so we've won.
I was going to say, maybe we hold off on this. Getting a bit nervous.
Don't tell everyone.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Learn one, which will be a couple of weeks in by the time this comes out. We're live again. I was excited. I thought it was Jacob who was coming. But it's not. It's just Tem. It's just Tem.
Yeah,
No, not now.
Oh.
Like it's too far gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to wait now.
Yeah.
So we have a pretty specific campaign strategy how we run all of our content side of things.
Yep.
Obviously at the top we start with some kind of lead magnet offer. I've gone with the workshop. We haven't done a workshop in a really long time. Talking COVID, since the last time we did one, and they were mid.
Yeah, because I feel like we just made we thought that they were not like everyone got over Zoom and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe we just didn't
We
do
think
it.
a lot of things.
Yeah, but we didn't do it.
Often they're wrong.
we just didn't do it properly.
Yeah, correct. Didn't market it very well. The headings were shit.
Yeah, the topics were shit too.
Yeah, just
All of it.
general.
All
Yeah.
of it was just mid.
The fit ones were incredibly under. I think the learn ones, content-wise, were good.
Yeah, it was more. It was still in that like evidence-based, like textbook kind of era.
Oh,
like
fit,
it
for
wasn't
sure.
micro-niched.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it wasn't about
Yeah.
real kind of
Problems.
real life problems. It was just like this is calories.
Yeah, this is the smart thing.
The evidence-based era. What a
Yeah.
time to be alive.
It's good. It's good. It made the industry better, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But we need to apply that end now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels.
Yes, end, as they say.
Yeah.
So our workshop is why you're not doing 10K months and how to fix it.
Mm.
So unpacking exactly the title.
Yep.
How cool is it? You don't have to be like the workshop's about after you give the heading.
Yeah.
Because it's just like it is.
That's what I mean. That's why our workshops were previously
Did not work.
banged. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going to do a workshop, you have to solve a very specific and clear problem.
Mm.
So if you heard that and you're like, I want to do 10K months.
Mm.
Why aren't I doing 10K months?
Yeah.
Then
We're going to show you how.
you should come to the workshop.
Yeah.
And hopefully your ears pricked up. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. And then we'll teach you how to do that to other people.
Yeah.
To other people. For other people.
Mhm.
Because we're going to help. What are you doing?
So our lead magnet is giveaway
Oh, shit.
for Strong and Lean and 16.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Done that
But-
before.
Yeah, done it before, but didn't capitalize on the whole thing as good as we could.
Shout out to Sandra.
Yeah, secondary offer wasn't as good.
Mm.
Whole system wasn't as great. Like I got a really good idea of like how it's going to work. And then yeah, just getting inside sports and paid ad strategy, like how to set up the ads and stuff now.
Don't go too far.
Yeah, sounds like okay. So yeah, my bad. So yeah, that's the
What's the giveaway look like? How do
lead magnet.
you structure the giveaway?
so
Is it comment to win? Is it enter to win? Is it
so the goal is
share
to
with 18 friends?
Yeah, we're trying to get emails.
Yep.
Stack the email list.
Yep.
So it'll be tag a friend on the ad
Mm.
and enter
Yeah.
via
Cool.
an entry.
Yep.
Form,
Yeah. Cool.
which will just be name and email.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to Mads when we were training. She entered the photo shoot giveaway.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I didn't realize it was for personal trainers." I'm like, and I said like all the personal trainers, they're just tagging us. There's heaps of people just tagged.
Yeah, I got
us.
tagged in my own.
I'm like,
yeah,
"Do-
that's hilarious.
it just pointed out to me. We sit here and like a lot of trainers that come in to Standout and stuff are like, that's too blatant, it's too obvious, it's too whatever about any marketing strategy. And then you put up a post like that, and it's like clearly the point of you tagging other coaches is to increase the reach of our page.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like that's why we're doing this. We want the most amount of people possible to see this post, but also everything else in the the ecosystem, right? But the people just don't think that.
I just thought I'll tag someone. So
They're just
so
like-
I'll come in.
Yeah, they just don't.
Yeah, so I just need to put an at whoever. And I'll
Yeah. So it's like if you tagged one of us, you're not winning. I'm sorry. Like, it's fucking not happening.
Oh, that's so
Fucking
savage.
It's like, think about it. But it was
So because for your stupidity.
exactly.
it's got-
Be fucking better. Next time you enter a competition, understand the purpose. I always am like, what's in it for the business?
yeah.
And I think that's like, obviously the cliche is like being a student of the game. If you're a PT on that page, like surely you're like, what are they? Like we're not just,
Yeah, no-
hey, let's just give away an hour of shooting plus 1 million hours of editing for TAM.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's just give away
Just
that
woke
for
up
free. It'll
one
be
day.
fun.
Just woke up one day.
Yeah,
just-
like fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a charity donation.
yeah. What do they call it? Product for prospects? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. So that's point number one.
Yeah, so
if you're a
we're-
personal trainer,
Yeah.
pay attention
Mm.
to what other people are doing and why.
Yeah. Giving something to
Yeah.
receive something.
And then
On the
like,
other side.
so like this workshop, for example, go to the website, register. The purpose is that when you do it, you'll want to do Standout PT.
Mm.
But the workshop's also going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, there's still heaps of value to take out of it.
Yeah, like you can still, just like the podcast, just like all that content, like you can still go away and make improvements to your business.
Mm.
You'll just want to work with us because it'll be that good.
Yeah.
And the workshop will be, you'll see how we present and the standards and shit that you haven't heard before.
Mm.
So you'll want to come and work with us. But that's on us to deliver quality. And like, we've gone to calls and workshops, and I've literally messaged Jason gone, you need to come to this because I'm going to get excited and I'm going to buy it. Because I already kind of want it. And if the workshop's even just a little bit good, I'm going to want it. So I need you there to be not emotional and tell me if we should buy it or not. So you just need to be paying attention.
Yeah.
So like I think it's really interesting that you said like the goal is emails. Why are we collecting the email? What's useful about that?
Because it gives us an opportunity to contact people who are interested in achieving the outcome that we serve.
For later.
Yeah, later. Yeah, but because everybody enters the giveaway, but there's only one winner, but everybody wins.
Correct.
And that gives us an opportunity to contact them afterwards.
Yeah.
Immediately to see if they're, in a position where they want to act.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to make an offer so tantalizing that they act on it immediately. And then we also have the opportunity then to just get those touch points, like they keep saying, like the journey from exposure to action is way longer now.
Yeah.
So just having those people on the email list, as well as like on the Instagram, on the YouTube channel, all of it is just, it kind of doesn't shorten the time. It just gets the time, that person usually needs on average now to act. Like it just happens much faster. They consume that amount of time quickly.
Yeah.
So that is the plan.
It's interesting. Like, I feel like there's a quality element to that time that you can't quantify.
What do you mean?
So you can speed up. So say it's 7 hours of exposure. You can speed that up if the quality is really high.
Yep.
So like a one-on-one 30-minute call with me is not 7 hours.
Yeah, it's not 7 reels though.
But if me and someone sat down one-on-one for 30 minutes and I worked on your business, like that exposure is not the same as watching 30 reels.
No. I agree.
And then a podcast episode.
Yeah.
Again, it's like probably ahead of the reel. So the ecosystem, I think, plays a role in how much of that 7 hours you actually need.
Yeah, I think your messaging is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's just got to be clear as day every time.
Yeah.
Like all the, I'll look at our social media now and I really just like overanalyze it, and every now and then I'm just like it's not clear enough.
Yeah. I'm the same.
I'm like, this isn't, that action message continuation on all of that. And I think that once we nail that, both sides of the business, momentum just becomes even greater.
Yeah, it was pretty cool in Standout yesterday, like unpacking that with the trainers. Like, what's your deliverable is a big thing.
Yeah.
So, lead magnet. We've obviously gone workshop and giveaway. They're like big input, big commitment, like higher end lead magnets.
Yeah.
You can still use a PDF. You can still use a free program. You can still use a call. You can just has to be something that you're trying to drive people to. It doesn't have to be as involved as the 2 projects we're taking on.
Yeah, that's it. There's so many different ways there's so many different ways to generate leads.
Yeah, but the purpose for us is like that GoPro mentality.
Yeah, we also have the volume to sustain a large group of people for a lead magnet. So we can run a workshop of like 100 people, no problem. Yeah. And then we can also take on. Yeah. We have a giveaway where if 100 people enter, we're fine. And even secondary offer wise, like even though you're only going to offer one person the winner, everyone's going to get a secondary offer. And if 99 people take that up, we'll still find a way to serve them. Yeah. So I think you've got to look at that as well.
Yeah, true.
you know.
Yeah, can you handle success? Can your business handle
Yeah, I
success?
mean, I wouldn't make something in fear of like, what if it went, you know, critical mass? Like,
Yeah.
critical mass is a fucking mad problem to have. It's like, yeah, sure, you're gonna fuck it up, and you know, you're gonna make mistakes, but it's like, it's better to have too many leads than not enough.
Agreed.
You know.
Yeah. So process for just the lead magnet itself. So for the Learn side, we will build a ad that will drive to sign up. Sign up is in an automation.
Mm-hmm.
You get the Zoom link. You'll also go to a thank you page. That thank you page will have an offer on it, which is, it's already up. So it'll be to spend 30 minutes with me. I'm not going to sell you anything. You get a 30-minute pre-call for the 10K.
Yeah.
And I'll hopefully solve the biggest issue in your business right now.
Mm-hmm.
So a one-on-one coaching call for free. Then we go into the workshop. The workshop's going to be solving the problem that we believe are the most common issues for personal trainers, why they're not hitting 10K months. The gap for someone that's making $1,000, $1,500 a week now wants to get to 2.5, even 3. These are the things that need to change. We've been talking about that a lot in the last few episodes of like what the gap is. So we're going to unpack that really specifically. Afterwards, you'll get invited again to an offer, and then you're in the email list. You're on the follow-up list. Like, you'll be invited to come and work with us in Standout PT. The giveaway, we get the tags, which increases the reach of the page, which is good. So hopefully we're getting follows. The interactions through the follows, hey, what's up? Whatever our DM strategy is to connect with people. We're getting the direct entries, which gives us emails. We do have a future plan for those emails. We won't necessarily say what that is, but we have another lead magnet that will be really useful for. Those emails will be useless. And they also need to fill out their entry, so we do collect the email. So it's tag and entity details.
Yeah.
So we've got the spread and we've got the tag. Social content. So we need people to know, and then we need to post as well.
Yeah.
So we've always run our campaigns, our social content for whatever time frame that campaign runs for is whatever we're pushing towards with our lead magnet. So for Learn, we have 2 spoken to camera reels per week on the topics that'll be in the workshop, on the pain points that we will solve in the workshop, with caption CTAs to the workshop. We then have moving forwards, we're going to have how to do 10K months, because that's the new message for STC Learn. If you haven't picked that up yet, say at 800. You take a shot every time you hear 10K months. So I'm going to have every week do this to do 10K months.
Yep.
As a post. First one went out this morning. No idea how the stats are looking. I'll let you know at the end of the episode. But that's also going to refer to the workshop. And then Sunday nights will be a straight text call to action for the workshop. You should come to the workshop for this. You should come to the workshop for this. You should come to the workshop for this. It's a very direct call to action. Do we want to talk about that yet? Yeah, not yet. So that is the content that will drive specifically to the workshop. I'll probably post the workshop. We're only running it for 3 weeks, so maybe every 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
A CTA that the workshop's on, reply for the link, etc.
Yeah.
So that's the awareness campaign of the workshop itself. What's the plan for Fit?
We can just go as is on our normal campaign of picking, all of the elements that our target client needs, awareness on and problem solved, because we'll have the ad running and traffic will be driving to that. We'll have an organic ad at the same time. So we'll have, paid and ad, organic. And then there will be, awareness on the stories, some automations to kind of enter through the story as well, to the sign up page. And then the rest of the content can still be kind of similar strategy to what we're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
It's just like, you can get this outcome doing this. We can solve these problems this way. Like, these are 3 reasons why you're making this mistake or you're not achieving this outcome. So yeah, the ad strategy is the campaign strategy or the content strategy is actually really, really straightforward.
Yeah.
And it's just, the more I do this, it's just a cycle of repetitiveness.
Yeah.
Like, if I look at the campaign I have right now, I could repeat the whole campaign and I could just make slightly different hooks.
Yeah.
Slightly different content, because it's training, it's nutrition, it's support, it's data tracking, it's, mentality. So it's like, just pick, like, get more refined on the message and
just chip away at it.
Yeah. So that's the strategy.
So there's no like core, I guess, with a win free coaching thing.
Yeah,
like it's not. Will there be more focus on coaching, like that accountability element, that support element in the content? Okay,
I haven't gone down that route because I kind of asked from our mentors and they were like, you can just keep the same strategy that you're doing at the moment.
Yep.
But, I think we just always lean heavily into results.
Yeah.
So I think what I'll do is just like try and find a problem that has been coached and tell the story of how it's been fixed.
Yeah.
In every element.
Yeah.
So
it's good.
It's like training, nutrition, support. It's
I was pretty happy with my squat result this week.
Yeah.
Just like how the post came together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like submit your videos, form checks, other bits in the program. It was like, right, so cool to show this is what their squat looked like, this is what it looks like now. But to be able to be like, this was the interactions over 4 weeks online, this is how it played out. That kind of content's cool.
Yeah.
It's fun to make too.
Yeah. It's a different strategy to what we normally would do though. Like, so because it's like you've got something that's downloadable. So you would do a content and then go and download the content or comment for this, because we're going to have because there's like a place to people to act on, which is like the organic and the paid ad.
Yeah.
It's like getting traffic to that is just going to...
Is the key.
Yeah. So it's just taking a roundaboutish way to do it.
If you're going to go down the PDF route or the program route, which is probably the key, and then my advice to someone who is in that kind of 75K under bracket, especially if that capacity is a thing and you're just looking to pick up 3, 5, 10 clients, your goal should be to... One of the biggest benefits of running a campaign like this is to create the authority that your shit in that space.
Yeah.
So what we found really successful when we went to this method was, say, like, I release a double bodyweight squat resource, and then I talk about how to reach your double bodyweight squat 4 times a week for 4 weeks. My audience is now like, Ben knows how to get a double bodyweight squat. He wrote this document about it. He's been talking about it everywhere. All the content is on there. Everything I've seen of it's like, yeah, it makes sense. It solves the problems, etc. Like it makes you an authority in that space. With obviously where all of our content has reference at the moment to that 10K, because it's like, that's the person we want at the workshop. With the giveaway, it's just like, you want to work with us because you want to get a result. So it's a slightly different tact. Like you said, we can keep that overarching, this is what coaching with us looks like kind of vibe. So if you're setting up for yourself, what do you want to be seen as the authority in? Create the resource for it and talk about it for 4 weeks. Then move on. We did it with Josh. He cycled through squat, bench, and deadlift. His online business fucking exploded. Just from like, here's how to squat really well, here's how to bench really well, here's how to deadlift really well, and then just consistent 3-4 posts a week about that topic.
Yeah.
Slapped. I think now, so when we used to kind of talk about this, it was acceptable to just have that content element. So it was actually, I call it value-based content. So if you watch it, you get value from it.
Yeah.
You can take something away, a lesson, whatever. So problem, solution, here's recommendation, go do this. We always spoke about doing 4 of those per week, and that actually was our only strategy.
Yeah.
Like that was it. Like for me, when I went online full time, that's all I was doing. It's like, here's 4 posts a week that'll teach you something. Here's 4 posts a week that'll teach you something.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 just continuous. Beat the shit out of that drum. Now, you mentioned like the death of the evidence-based era. Stories, like you said, insight to personality. There needs to be more than just the value stuff.
Yeah.
So for Learn, I can bring it up. The Learn, I think we're doing 12 posts a week. So we have podcast release announcement, a reel, that's Monday. So 2 posts a day. Tuesday is Tam's content tips, and then the spoken to camera. So that value post. Wednesday morning's a result, then another spoken to camera. Tam again Thursday morning, podcast clip Thursday afternoon. Friday is campaign post, and then Sunday is the call to action for whatever the lead magnet is.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm not counting them, but
Lots.
there's lots of insight as to what's going on.
Yep.
For myself, I do a tweet every morning. Client result, squat, bench, deadlift, something about me, squat, bench, deadlift, and then like a recap from the weekend training session or an insight into my training.
Yep.
Plus the stories. Do you think you can get away with just value these days? Or do you think you can get away with just personal brand? Or do you have to have both?
Both makes more sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you have to be an exceptional athlete,
Yeah, that's what.
and
Yeah.
you can have personal brand.
I think you could get away with value-based posts only if you are really attractive and good at whatever it is that you do.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it happen.
Yeah, it's both, right? If you're magnetic enough, let's call it, aspirational
Yeah,
enough.
if you're really good at the thing that you do, then you can just provide value. But then it's like if you're also like really, personality-wise, like you'll get clients from like the brand as well.
Yeah.
From the personal brand. So then,
But if you're a mere mortal like us,
yeah,
you have to do both.
got to do the work, man.
Lifetime intermediate and not that attractive, you
Yeah.
got to do both. Sauce.
Yeah, forever a 6.5.
Doesn't matter how much muscle. Just forever. It's like, forever lifetime intermediate powerlifter, forever intermediate looking.
Yeah.
So we just sort of unpacked the other content. So what's the strategy with fit behind that? So obviously I've seen other brands decide to not share their clients' training, which I never really got my head around. For us, that's showing what we do, and then the personal branding, I think, comes from the podcast clips.
Yeah. It's results-driven marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't land on a coaching brand's page and not see them doing the main objective that they're there for.
Yeah. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What's the other content? Like if we've got value-based stuff, which is here's a result or here's how to get a result. The personality element of like, what's the personality of STC? I think that comes from the client stories.
Yeah, there's
training,
podcasts and a couple
and
of
the podcasts.
Yeah, the podcasts and the content clips, like the training ones.
Yeah.
And there's like
You got the memes and the tweet coming.
yeah,
out too.
the memes and the tweets as well.
I think they're huge on the personality.
Yeah.
So the fit clips they're kind of both. It's like you get to see us talk. The podcast clips on both channels. Like you get to see us talk, how we dress, how we interact, like all of that. And then through the stories, you get to see who we train. So you get that looks like me, and you get that exposure for multiple people across every day instead of just that results post. Although we post 4 of those a week. Flex. But I think the meme and the text, the tweet, is
quotes.
big on us being able to share personality.
Yeah, they're the funnest posts of the week.
Yeah, and they get the best. They're the only ones I see shared as well.
Yeah.
You're not going to share someone else's
Result.
Yeah. The what was this week's one? The dieting for 3 days.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I don't think this whole dieting thing is for me. It's like, how long have you been doing it for?
Yeah.
3 days.
I saw that shared heaps.
Yeah.
It was really good. Did really well. And
Yeah.
I think that's really like brand personality has a really big influence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So for yourself, what about on your personal page? Like, do you have a schedule?
I have a schedule. I've just cut it down because I didn't see a benefit to doubling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just like analytically, I was just like, this is double the work for not the same return.
Interesting.
So I was like, I'm just gonna cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've just gone to one post a day.
Yeah.
And because the only thing I've got to be very careful of is like I am doubling up on because I make so much stuff that's very similar to the people I work with or we work with like at a personal level.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll like you can only get so many collabs. You can only do so many collabs. So yeah, I just got to create some stuff that's a little bit separate.
Yeah.
But I really am leaning into like a personal brand stuff at the moment.
Yeah. So do you have that built into your schedule of like this day is?
I just made a transition because like organically the coaching stuff's fine, and I'm trying to drive everything from a brand side.
Yeah.
So I'm really not trying to push that at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to do all of the deliverables on the brand from a coaching side of things, and then on my page, really just trying to show like what I'm good at and who I am.
Yeah.
Not even like what I can solve to a degree.
Yep.
So it's just like opinions, my story, and this is what I'm good at.
Yeah, your story post this week was unreal.
Yeah, so trying to just get a bit more into that, a bit more vulnerable.
Yeah.
And just tell the story, man. Just, So, and like, fuck, man, that analytics show that's what people like, I feel like, people have seen enough of like the muscle and the body fat and so now it's like just lean in a little bit more to sharing.
Who are you?
Yeah, just sharing stories and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the strategy I'm taking at the moment.
Yeah. So you're a PT, you've put together your PDF, you've got your 4 topics usually, we would say. It's like have 4 topics inside that PDF, like a subcategory. And then that's your 4 weeks of content.
Yeah.
So you've got week 1 is topic 1, week 2 is topic 2. Like whatever your fucking guide is, whether it's nutrition, training, programming, the squat, whatever. Then overlaid with that, you've got to have something that's showing your personality.
Yeah.
So if you only want to post 4 times a week, you're going to have to take one of those value posts away and add something that shows who you are. You're probably going to want to have a client result because you need to show if you're a results-based trainer. If you listen to this, you're probably interested in getting results for your clients, not just entertaining them. So that either you lose one or you have to add the 5th post a week. My suggestion would be you're adding 4 value, 1 insight to who you are, 1 client result, and then I think there's value in like showing the walk you walk part.
100%. You can get 4. You could get as a minimum 4 without even putting too much value posts in.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to grade it all, it's like, I don't know, maybe like the lowest tier is like weekly recap.
Yeah.
Your training, like coaching a client or a result.
Yeah.
And then 1 value, 1 problem solution. It's like there's 4 posts.
Yeah.
You can do that forever.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, the next tier, add another value post. The next tier, add another value post. There you go. You're posting every day.
Yeah.
It's like so easy to do when you actually break it down and go, and then if you have the confidence, you can switch those out to like an opinion based post, like a quote, like whatever. Like it's just, I feel like people's blocks with social media are that they don't actually sit down and think about what could be posted as like a topic. They don't have a schedule and they don't actually then go, well, this is what I'm working on at this time, and then need to be forward thought, prepared.
Yeah.
That once you do all that, it's super easy.
100%. And that's why we run campaigns. Because it's like thinking the amount of personal trainers I sit down with, even ones that are doing well, that think of the posting and put up that day.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's exhausting.
No. Wednesday afternoon between 12 and 2.
Yep.
All of our, like the week ahead, all of the content gets done.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I do my Mondays for the week.
Yeah. I'm like 3 weeks ahead.
Yeah, sick.
Like, and that's reels, still photos, covers, everything.
Yeah, I've done that for all the posts I have to put out for Learn.
Yeah.
4 weeks. I did the whole campaign in one hit.
Yeah. which is good because now I'm starting to work on the next campaign. That takes time. So there's an overlap. Now I don't have to worry about this one. I just got to post it.
Correct.
Until we can get someone else to do that.
Yeah. One day we'll hire someone.
Yeah, we'll see.
2 interviews.
Yeah.
Okay. You spoke about emails.
Yep.
So we do this when I present this workshop. I do this here now as well. If you are not showing up on social media right now, if you're not posting at least 3, if not 5 times, if not 7 times per week, if you're not active on the stories, if you have no purpose around what you post, if you've never used a lead magnet, if you have nothing, just enjoy the next 25 minutes of the podcast.
Think of what could be.
Just enjoy it. Just like go, okay, so that's what... I'm going to refer to us as the big dogs, but that's what the big players are doing.
Gives you an understanding of the matrix.
Yes. And to be very clear, I built my full-time online business just doing what we just said.
Yep.
Doing that, 20 to 40 DMs per week, spoken stories 4 times a week, call to action 3 times a week.
Yep. We built 5 coaches booked out.
Exactly.
Doing just that.
Yeah. Well over 100 clients. In the team, not including ours.
Online only as well.
Yeah. So you can still be successful just doing that.
Yeah.
The goal is now, what we're stepping into here is like, we're still going to do the DMs because we have the ability to handle volume. But everyone's goal is to not have to. It's like, I want to do less outreach. Everyone wants to do less outreach. So adding these next few layers will slow down your need for outreach.
Oh.
Go.
I disagree.
Go.
Outreach is the fastest way to get... Well...
I agree.
It's like, it just opens up another avenue to show people, nurture people, educate people, and encourage them to act.
Yep.
So it's not that it necessarily, like...
Doesn't replace it for sure.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean you can't still go all in on the DMs. It just gives you another opportunity to like I said, nurture and educate.
Yeah. So I think the goal is to, if you have other lead sources and you know your retention rates and you know your required sales per month, you could get that from a good organic system.
Absolutely.
With less outreach.
Yeah, of course.
And it means you just have to DM all your new followers and interact with people rather than sit down and go, I have to send 40 DMs this week.
Yeah, I know there's people who would listen to that and just be like, so I'll just go get an email list and I don't have to speak to anyone anymore.
Well,
it's like, that's not true.
That's the ultimate goal, but that would just be not capitalizing. Because you're still going to need to interact with people.
It's just such a unique scenario that would take years anyway.
I agree. Yeah.
Most of the people that are listening to this, like, they fucking need clients and they need income now.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, you got to speak to people.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the best way to do it.
Yeah. So even with the resource, with my challenge, I reckon 50% of the people that signed up, I DM'd about it.
Yeah.
And then the other 50%, those people, another 30%, those people told them.
Yeah.
So that first DM wasn't sent, 5 people didn't come off the back of that person.
Yeah.
Like, DM still 100% drove that whole thing.
Yeah.
I just think it'll allow you to less of the go follow a bunch of pages, which you need to do. If you need clients, you have to do that. You have to interact with people.
Email's a good long-term play.
Agreed. Yeah.
So it's like you got immediate plays.
Yeah.
And you got the long-term plays. You put them together.
Yeah.
Say run a business, man.
So the goal for us, we've obviously in the last 2 months really driven things.
Yep.
But we've stayed pretty stable just with general interaction on social media. Because we were able to build the brand, build the authority, build the network of clients and showcase our abilities enough that we had enough people coming to us to sustain our business. Doing all what I'm about to explain, so it's not just emails, the entire ecosystem allows you to build that authority level that people will come to you. We then needed to grow the business, and we're going to grow every element of the business. So the first thing that picked back up was all those basics.
Yep.
Back in the conversations, back in the DDMs. How do we have conversations with people? How do we maximize every possible element and make it all compound on top of itself?
Yeah.
Okay, so emails. How do we go about? So we're starting to accumulate an email list. Everyone's got one because they've got old clients.
Yeah.
You've got email addresses. You just haven't put them into a list yet.
Yeah.
And you haven't actively sought out those emails.
Yeah.
Where would you start with an email campaign?
As in platform?
Oh, yeah, that's a good start. So we use MailerLite.
Yeah. So you'd need to find a platform that help you use that, unless you got like a CRM or something already.
Yeah. Which, if this is new, you probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be the first thing. You need to have a place where you can create the emails and have the automations and all that set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then
initial strategy, you're just taking the topics from the lead magnet, right?
Yeah. 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 So are we talking like once they've acquired the lead magnet, there's post opt-in automations? So, are we talking about cultivating an email list?
Correct. This is what we need to unpack. So emails are multi-layered. So I'm doing the emails for this campaign this afternoon.
Yeah.
What that looks like is I have 4 weeks of weekly newsletter-based emails that are essentially, the goal is there's a call to action to sign up for the workshop.
Yeah.
Give some value at the end. Hey, there's a workshop coming. Off you go. That's weekly.
Yeah.
Some people do more often than that. You can just have a weekly newsletter. Like, you want an email going out every single week. Just us for the rest of the day. Then there's what happens when someone registers.
Yeah.
So this time, for the first time, I've got an email sequence that happens before the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get a series of emails before you get there.
Yeah.
Then there'll be another series of emails that happens afterwards. If it's a PDF, you just want a follow-up series.
Yes.
So front end would be, so pre-opt-in. Your goal is to get them to opt-in. So you're just using the same topic of that week one, that email goes out. So then the topic of the first part of the resource, that whole week's of social media content, and your emails all on the same theme. Again, when you talk about authority, that sticks with people. So if you're talking about, I don't fucking know, creating content. If you put out 4 pieces of content about how to create better content and email about it, then it's like, okay, that person does that.
Yeah.
And they're going to be who I think of in this situation now. Post opt-in, this time around, our goal is to get that 30-minute call to happen. So we get a chance to kind of show what we can do one-on-one instead of the workshop, and potentially have people come in to Standout. We'll have an incentive for them to join Standout before the workshop even happens. And they'll still obviously get the workshop. And then afterwards is anyone who didn't come through that funnel. It's like, okay, let's nurture them again and get them in.
Yeah.
So the emails in between are just like, the goal is the reminder to make sure they get to the workshop.
Yeah.
And it's just more value. Afterwards, this is who we are. This is what we've done. These are the results we've gotten. Don't forget. Get your scarcity in terms of how many incentives are available to get into Standout with whatever it is we choose to give away. Anything else on emails? What's your plan with the... So you said you're trying to get an email list.
Yeah. So email list, and then it'll be something of value, then reminders to the giveaway, announcement of the giveaway, and then say like a kind of post announcement secondary offer for the people that didn't win.
Yeah.
With an amount and a time frame.
Yeah.
That they have to act upon.
Yeah.
To take advantage of it. And then it's using that list for a campaign in the future, which it will be able to have direct contact to, because it's like anyone who jumps on that list, like they want to transform their physique.
Yeah.
So then this is going to campaign down the road that I've got set up that's directly targeted at those people. So we have that list already. So
yeah,
can just go all in on that and everyone else. So that's the plan.
Yep. So then next stage, which I think if we had our time again, listening to our mentors as well, I don't know. Would you have prioritized YouTube, knowing what you know now? Go back 2015 for the first pods, maybe 16.
Yeah.
Would you have lent into YouTube more, or would you have stuck with the podcast?
As in, put the podcast on YouTube?
So our priority was make good podcasts
Yeah.
that we put on YouTube
Yeah.
rather than make good YouTube clips.
But 2014, I would have been like,
Knowing what you know now.
I would have gone all in on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have gone all in YouTube like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'd already started, so we kept this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your advice to somebody now is still that? Make YouTube clips, not podcast.
Yeah. Well, YouTube, yeah, I would. Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Because it's like repurposeful, so you can make short clips and put them on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you need to be. And then, it lives on YouTube as its own kind of strategy. People are leaning more towards long-form content. Makes you a better presenter. You got to get really good at articulating your message, make it engaging so that people can sit for long periods of time and absorb it. So I think all of those things make a lot of sense to, do that over starting like a podcast or something.
Yeah. I think the time input is huge too.
Yeah, you can also start a YouTube without a following and like kind of grow it. Like I think it's a bit harder to start a podcast without a following. And grow a podcast following.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Because there's no algorithm or anything to help you grow your podcast. Like you've got to have an audience, and then other people tell.
Yeah, it spreads.
Unless I'm missing something with that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's guests, isn't it? Like growth is guest dependent.
Yeah.
Yeah, where YouTube's not.
Yeah, it's guests, it's message, it's audio quality, consistency.
Yeah, I just don't know many pods that have seen exceptional growth that don't prioritize guests.
Yeah.
To build their audience.
Unless you already had a following.
Yeah, when you launched it.
Yeah.
You're a comedian or whatever.
Yeah,
it's interesting. YouTube strategy, if we could go all in on... continuing this campaign strategy, you would just take that first topic and make a YouTube video on it. 3 to 12 minutes.
Yep.
Make a YouTube video that's valuable, show some personality. Where do you think it is with quality? Like if you're like, fuck, I kind of want to get into YouTube, but I don't have the money, I don't have the production skills, I don't have the, like...
Yeah, I don't know.
How important is it? Because like I did our Learn ones with a phone mic and an iPhone.
Yeah, but that's still good quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're...
So that's where's the quality standard? Like how...
Like it needs to be... Sound is absolutely mandatory.
Yeah.
The sound's not good, man. Like
it's rough watch.
Yeah. If the sound's not good on any piece of content, it'll fucking tank.
Yeah. What are those mics called? Boya?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there's heaps of them now. There's heaps of them. I feel like they all come from the same place. That's stamped.
Yeah. Amazon, Boya, they're like $200.
Something like that. Yeah, they're really good. I think audio and I still think the video needs to be of decent quality, but like every phone has the capacity to do that now. Yeah. Yeah. So I think everyone's got everything they need to start. They don't need a, fucking $10,000 camera like these ones are.
Yeah.
With lenses and shit. So yeah, I think everyone's got everything they need to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then in terms of production, it's so interesting. So I filmed the guide, which was intended just to go into the app. I was like, fuck it, I'll film some reels as well. But the videos that in the guide are obviously longer format, slower paced. No hooks, no creativity necessarily around. Wait till the last 3 minutes.
Yeah,
like none of that. And I had said to you, I'm like, I don't really know if they're fucking YouTube worthy, bro. Like,
yeah,
I just made them for the client who's already interested, who's here to get an answer. Some of them have been our best performing videos over the last 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
So and the production's not I change the screen depth once every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like when there's a gap in talking, I change the screen depth.
Yep.
So that indicated to me that like the overproduction side isn't that important either, which has held me back from YouTube for ages.
Yeah, I think it's about the topic.
I don't need...
If you got entertainment YouTube, it is.
Yeah.
Entertainment YouTube's all about edits.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think...
But if it's informative...
If your goal is to, build your community...
Like, I'm not sitting down to, like, a squat tutorial wanting to be entertained. I'm sitting down to a squat tutorial to learn how to fucking squat.
Correct.
So I think if you're really clear on your message... That's where people fuck it up, is, like, they try and be Mr. Beast teaching you how to squat.
Yeah.
It's like, that's... kind of doesn't really add up.
Yeah, tell me the thing.
Yeah, you just be real good and clear at what you need to do. I think clarity is everything.
Yeah.
Like if you just like can't articulate still, like what you're trying to deliver and someone can't watch that video and directly be affected for it in a positive manner,
yeah,
you're gonna fail on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to watch something and not understand on the other side of it what you're actually fucking talking
what
about.
it was.
And be able to implement it.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I just take the like the golf tutorial videos as an example. Like the ones that I liked are the ones that I understood and I could implement. Every one that I turned off was someone who either talked too long to explain the thing, talked about it in 3 or 4 different ways because they couldn't articulate it, or said it in a complicated way I didn't understand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, I'm moving on now.
Yep.
So you just take that same philosophy.
Efficiency, directness.
Yeah, it's just like get clear and specific and make sure there's something that person can take at the end of it.
Yeah.
To implement.
And then the only other layer to that is do that. Yeah. Do that and be yourself. Do that and have personality. Like if the language is scripted and it's dry and it's boring,
that's the hardest part.
And there's no kind of giggle on the way through or no...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part, especially like
100%.
Everyone just starting out. It's just like, just practice.
Yeah.
But don't practice like with the idea that you have to be super professional. Practice with the idea of getting good at it, communicate, and just do it in the way that you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, and put out the practice rounds.
Yeah.
Like, don't practice the same video 20 times.
Yeah.
Do the video, put it out, and do 20 videos.
Yeah.
Because you'll be further ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last thing that we have in our structure. So, yeah, like I said, I filmed a YouTube video a week to go out. So we have our podcast short clips, full episode, and then one per week of the specific campaign. That'll be the Learn YouTube moving forwards. I think Fit, we have one like hero piece, which is either us training. We did the like locker room chat.
Yeah.
We've got one of like an old clip that we're re-releasing that was released on Learn earlier, which is like a running one, which is actually really good. I watched it back just for the FOMO and shit.
Yeah.
It's a good video.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
Then I've got those tutorials usually because there's fucking 100 of them that I'm just releasing to a week that they go out as well. So that's the YouTube strategy for Fit at the moment. Do you plan on think we need anything that's deliberate?
Yeah, when I get the time.
Yeah. So that would be a layer you'd like to add, like for this giveaway campaign, for example.
Yeah, it'd be good to put videos up on there, man. It's just that's another commitment at the moment. I think once we can outsource, like once I can get a few things off my plate, because even it's just like the time that you would have to do it, like I'm not in a good frame of mind to do it.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Would love to put out one video a month, like that's really well put together and articulated, maybe even one every fortnight.
Yeah.
And layer that into the campaign, absolutely. So that'll be a plan that'll come out.
Yeah.
Once I can get someone to take care of the social media stuff, and the emails and all that, and then I can just add that in. To take that out, add that in.
Correct. Yeah. Podcast. Oh fuck! Drink more coffee before you do it. I only had one today. Tips that you would give. So the podcast then becomes that one topic as well. So the crux of your podcast would be, week 1 would be week 1 topic. Week 2 would be week 2. We tend to just do because we do long form. We tend to do an episode on whatever campaign's coming up.
Yeah.
This time around, I've been... the guest has hurt me because I did it in 2 episodes. And then there was supposed to be a guest in between. And both times the guest hasn't been able to make it.
We're on barren run.
Yeah, we're none from 2 this year.
Yeah.
But that was my strategy. I know you kind of usually come in and be like, this is the campaign, we're going to do 1 episode on it.
Yeah.
If you're new to podcasting, make your episodes shorter. Pick one of that subtopic that your email or your YouTube or your socials are all about, and then just go in on that. 20 to 30 minute podcasts are fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've discussed trialing it. So you may still see it from us in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Less banter, more direct.
Yeah, more directness.
Take this, see you later. Even just from our side, just like a efficiency standpoint.
Yeah, it takes an hour instead of
For me,
3.
it's an hour travel here. It's an hour and a half per episode plus breaks.
Yeah, and if we could batch record them as well.
So then we can get in and do.
Yeah, one day you could do 5 episodes.
Yeah.
It's making a lot of sense when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Our mentor was like, why the fuck does the podcast take 5 hours a week?
Yeah.
It's like, I do this once a month and do
4.
all the episodes.
Yeah.
And my answer was, I just assumed time to see Jason. I like hanging out with him.
Yeah, they're more than 20 minutes too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cool. So if we recap, you have a lead magnet, something to give away, something to enter, some kind of focus for that month. That is, the idea is that they get that low friction and then you can sell them your coaching.
Yeah.
You are deliberate with what the opt-in strategy is. Is it going to build your social reach? Is it going to build an email list? How are you structuring that to benefit from the lead magnet itself? So if you're putting out a lead magnet that collects emails and you don't have an email list, sort it out.
Yep.
Then you've got your socials content, 2 to 4 posts per week about that specific topic. Then layer in your other content, your personality, your result, your recap, your opinion piece, your whatever. Emails, have an email list. When you've got your campaign running, your emails for that month are on the topic that you're posting about. I would always have a theme for the week for your socials, whether you have a marketing campaign going or not. So then your Instagram matches your emails, matches everything else you're doing.
Yeah.
And then make sure you have a back end. Once someone has downloaded your PDF, they get a trail of emails, a bonus, an insight, a testimonial, and a sell. That's usually a pretty good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, if we had our time again, we'd put this 5 hours into YouTube and focus and build that. Because the traction we're getting on YouTube is, we've been diligent with it for 3 months?
Yeah.
And our views per month total would be pretty similar to the pod, but it includes the podcast episodes.
Yeah.
But the other content does way better than the podcast episodes. So, yeah, that's an interesting thought. Podcast itself, you need good equipment. If you're going to film it, it needs to look good.
Yeah, it needs to be planned.
Production is high. You're going to have to probably pay someone to edit it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, Tam has to watch these 3 times. So record, watch, edit, watch. Then it goes live. It's a big fucking time commitment.
Yeah.
So I would, like I said, lean towards YouTube. But if you want to go down the podcast route, it's fine. It's something you want to do, get better at speaking, all that kind of stuff. By all means, but align it with the campaign as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you want to grow, you need guests. If you want to serve your audience, you don't.
That's it.
Mad. All right. That was pretty good considering the short prep time.
Yeah. I have 5 minutes to prep for the next one.
We'll go for a walk. So, as we've spoken about the entire episode, we do have a Why You're Not Doing 10K Weeks and How to Fix It workshop coming up mid-March. I think it's the 12th at 1 p.m. on a Wednesday. If that's not the 12th, it's the Wednesday. That's near the 12th. I'm pretty sure it is. So just head to either the Instagram or the website. If you go straight to the website, you'll be able to register. You'll get that free offer, which is the 30 minutes with me as well. Whether you take it or not, so totally up to you. Free workshop unpacking how to go from $1,000 to $1,500 a week to $2,500, $3,000 per week. Or if you want to skip all the noise because you know ultimately you're going to end up in Standout PT anyway and you're already thinking about it, you can just go straight to the Standout PT page. Book a discovery call with me. You get a full hour instead of 30 minutes, and we can have a chat if Standout's going to be the right fit for you. Like, share, subscribe, Makes all the difference to every platform that we're on. So please do that. More shares to the stories too. You've all been a little quiet with that. So just hit the share button on Spotify. Get it up on the story. Thank you. See you next week.
See you guys.